What if the most beloved symbol of good luck in Japan was also a mischievous, shape-shifting creature known for tricking humans with fake money and transforming into inanimate objects? Tonight, you will discover the truth behind Japan's most curious mythological animal, the Tanuki, or raccoon dog. We'll uncover how this bumbling trickster became a powerful symbol of good fortune and abundance, and why its magical abilities extend far beyond simple parlor tricks. Imagine walking through a moonlit bamboo forest when a strange, drum-like sound echoes through the trees, pon pokopon. You peer into the shadows, expecting a warrior or perhaps a lurking ninja, but instead, you see a creature with beady eyes and a wide grin, its belly distended, tapping out a magical rhythm. It's not a bear, nor a badger, but something far more whimsical and ancient. This is the world of the Bake-danuki, the shape-shifting raccoon dog spirit, a creature both feared and adored. But what exactly is it drumming on? And what does it want from you? We journey back to a time when the lines between animal and spirit were blurred, to the Kamakura period, roughly 1185 to 1333 AD, an era of samurai rule and emerging warrior culture. Back then, the tanuki, the actual animal, a creature native to Japan that looks like a small badger or a short-legged fox, was feared. Imagine a medieval European villager encountering a strange creature in the woods, attributing all sorts of dark magic to it. That was the tanuki's early reputation. They were seen as malevolent spirits, capable of curses and misfortune. This was a Japan where people genuinely believed that the spirits, or yokai, could influence their daily lives, for good or ill. Unlike the cunning kitsune, the fox spirits who were known for their intelligence and often dangerous trickery, the tanuki was a different kind of shapeshifter. But here's the unexpected twist: over centuries, its image began to transform, much like the creature itself. By the Edo period, a time of relative peace and prosperity from 1603 to 1868 AD, the tanuki had shed its fearsome reputation. It became a beloved symbol of good fortune and abundance, adorning shops and homes across Japan, much like a lucky horseshoe or a garden gnome in Western cultures. How did this once feared forest spirit undergo such a radical PR makeover, turning from a bringer of dread into a bringer of joy? The Bake-danuki, the shape-shifting raccoon dog spirit, is a master of illusion, but often a clumsy one. Their most famous trick involves leaf money. Imagine you're a weary traveler, and a friendly-looking monk offers you a refreshing drink, accepting a payment of large, shiny gold coins. You walk away satisfied, only to find the gold has transformed back into ordinary leaves in your pouch. This is the tanuki's signature prank, a magical sleight of hand, much like a street magician making a coin disappear, but with a supernatural twist. They can transform into almost anything: a human, a monk, a rock, even a teapot. But here is the part nobody talks about: these transformations aren't always perfect. A tanuki disguised as a human might still have a telltale tail peeking out, or a tanuki as teapot might suddenly start drumming on its belly. Their mischief is rarely malicious, it's more about playful deception and a love for sake, the traditional Japanese rice wine, and good food. They embody a kind of joyful anarchy, a break from the rigid social structures of feudal Japan, much like a medieval jester poking fun at the king. But what happens when a tanuki's playful trickery isn't just for fun, but actually an act of genuine gratitude? One of the most heartwarming tales of tanuki generosity is the legend of Bunbuku Chagama. It begins with a kind, impoverished monk who rescues a tanuki caught in a trap. The monk, a man of simple virtues, shows compassion where others would see only a wild animal. Later, as the monk struggles to make ends meet, the tanuki, out of sheer gratitude, transforms itself into a beautiful, antique teapot, a chagama. This wasn't just any teapot, it was a magical one. It could boil water endlessly without needing to be refilled, and it brought prosperity to the monk, who sold it to a traveling merchant. The merchant, in turn, discovered the teapot's miraculous properties and put it on display as a novelty, making a fortune. Think of it like a magical goose that lays golden eggs, but instead, it's a teapot that never runs dry. This sudden turn of fortune, orchestrated by a grateful tanuki, completely changed the monk's life. But what happens when the tanuki, still trapped in its teapot form, longs to return to its true self, and the merchant discovers the living secret within his prized possession? The merchant, thrilled with his magical teapot, began to showcase it at fairs, drawing crowds who marveled at its endless supply of hot water. But one evening, as the merchant prepared for another show, the teapot began to move. Two little legs sprouted from its base, and a head with beady eyes emerged from the spout. It was the Tanuki, unable to maintain its transformation any longer, stretching and yawning. The merchant, initially terrified, soon understood. This was no ordinary object, it was a living, breathing spirit that had chosen to help him. Instead of being angry, the merchant, inspired by the Tanuki's loyalty and the good fortune it had brought, treated it with kindness. The Tanuki, now able to transform freely, continued to bring good luck to the merchant, often entertaining guests with its famous haratsuzumi, or belly drumming, creating magical sounds that delighted everyone. This story solidified the Tanuki's reputation not just as a trickster, but as a benevolent spirit, a bringer of luck and prosperity, particularly to those who show kindness and respect. It proved that even the most mischievous of spirits could possess a heart of gold. The Tanuki, once a symbol of fear, had fully transformed into a symbol of joy and abundance. Today, the Tanuki is one of Japan's most recognizable and beloved figures. You'll find cheerful ceramic Tanuki statues gracing the entrances of restaurants, bars, and homes across the country, particularly outside sake establishments. These iconic statues often depict the Tanuki with 8 lucky traits, each symbolizing a different form of good fortune. There's the big hat, offering protection from bad weather and trouble, the large eyes, symbolizing perceptiveness, and, of course, the prominent belly, representing boldness and a generous spirit. They even carry a sake bottle, a symbol of virtue, and a traditional account book, signifying trust. The Tanuki's journey from feared forest demon to jovial bringer of luck reflects a deep cultural shift, a desire to find humor and good fortune even in the unknown. This playful spirit has even captured the imagination of modern audiences, featuring prominently in popular culture, including the Studio Ghibli film Palm Poco, where Tanuki used their shape-shifting powers to protect their forest home. So, the next time you see this charming raccoon dog, remember its incredible story, a master of disguise, a giver of fortune, and a testament to the enduring power of kindness. If you enjoyed discovering the whimsical world of the Tanuki, make sure to subscribe to Japan Storyteller for more journeys into the heart of Japanese history and mythology. Next time, we'll delve into the enigmatic world of the kitsune, the cunning fox spirits, and explore whether their tricks are quite so benevolent.